Riot Games announced their most ambitious project yet in late 2019, an MMORPG. While we know absolutely nothing about it yet, I think there is a very good reason to believe that Riot's MMO will be absolutely amazing. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Vicarious Gaming. I'm MMORPG, and I like to do way too early speculations. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already for more awesome videos, but I digress. Why would I think that Riot's MMO would be any good, let alone amazing? I mean, we know absolutely nothing about it, and making an MMO is really hard. Many very successful gaming companies have completely failed attempting an MMO game. True, but I think Riot is different. I actually trust Riot, which sounds really weird coming out of my mouth as a League of Legends player. But not only that, Riot has many distinct advantages going in their favor when it comes to jumping into the MMORPG scene. That was a mouthful. I'm just gonna say MMO for now on. The first advantage they have is they have a huge budget. It's no secret that MMOs cost a small fortune to make and at a huge risk. Mark Merrill, the co-creator of League of Legends, said himself on Byron Birdstein's podcast, Tea Time with Byron. But Riot, of all companies, definitely has the money to spend and even risk. There will be no lack of resources, and they will do everything they can to make sure this game is a resounding success. Another advantage is that they have a vast world already created and ready to go. One of the most important parts about building an MMO is world building and getting your players immersed in said world. Riot has already done this with League of Legends, and they have a very deep and incredibly compelling lore. They have already established multiple factions, cities, empires, clans, forces, etc., as well as an entire map called Runeterra. The world and world building has already been built, and it's frankly great. They've even dove into complex narratives, blurring the lines between good and evil. For example, Demacia, the white city that stands for justice, would easily be considered the good side, but is just as capable of genocide as anyone else. Whereas Noxus, the black and red, ruthless conquerors, might be considered evil. However, in contrast to Demacia, they represent freedom and opportunity to bring yourself up from nothing through strength, grit, and determination. There is also Ionia, Shurima, Freljord, the Void, Celestials, Piltover and Zaun, Bilgewater, the Shadow Isles, and many, many more, all with amazing history and conflict and politics intertwining into a rich world that seems as alive as any fantasy world created to this day. The next clear advantage they have is their player base. League of Legends, being historically the largest PC game of all time, is going to have an MMO. Hello? That's so blatantly obvious. They will have a built-in player base that's already invested in the characters and the world, ready to play their game. Not only that, but they can advertise their game in the League of Legends client for millions and millions to see immediately for free. The League of Legends community is absolutely massive, and this bodes well for a brand new MMO, as I feel a lot will try it without much hesitation whatsoever. But besides these clear advantages in minimizing the risk of an MMO, I look at Riot's track record. Their first game they ever created became the most popular PC game of all time. Not bad. The next game they released, Valorant, was in direct competition to CSGO and Overwatch and quickly overtook both of them. While I don't personally enjoy Valorant, I don't like tactical shooters at all, I cannot deny its popularity and will concede that Riot did an amazing job creating an incredible game. They even created a card game in direct competition to Hearthstone. While it's not as popular, I'm a huge fan. I think it's just as fun as Hearthstone, and I love both. Even TFT quickly took over as the only auto battler worth playing. They seem to dominate every genre they dive into. They're also in the process of creating a Diablo-style game with League of Legends characters. It seems like they are in direct competition with Blizzard. They want to take them down. They want to take their crown. And they don't seem to be backing down, especially with their announcement of an MMO. And if any company can compete with Blizzard, Riot sure can. They have the money, the resources, the world building, the track record, and the reach. Look out, Blizzard. But there is still one thing that makes me think Riot will make the best MMORPG yet: player versus player. Every single game Riot has made has been a PvP game, from League of Legends to Valorant to TFT. They know what it takes to create a fun and compelling player versus player experience. And for me, personally, that is one of the biggest selling points in an MMORPG. In my opinion, I don't get gear just to kill the raid boss 10 seconds faster next time. I get gear to absolutely shit on some kids later, and I can't wait to do so. Oh, not to mention they have Ghostcrawler. I almost forgot about that. He was behind the creation of the original World of Warcraft, and he's the head of Riot's MMORPG team. It just all adds up. how can this game fail? It's Riot. They make great games. They have the resources. They hired the right people, and they have created an amazing fantasy world rich with lore and complex storylines. They simply have what it takes. And I predict Riot Games will make the best MMO we have ever seen. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you are as hyped about the Riot MMO as I am. And don't forget to leave a like. It really, really helps out a small creator like myself. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I am going to be posting a ton more videos about MMOs and definitely keeping up with everything Riot MMO related. But again, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there. And of course, happy gaming. Peace.